Hi everyone, welcome to your Soul to Soul reading. This channel is called The Witching Hour. My name is Michelle and I'm a witch. I'm going to do just a brief reading for you using Witch's Wisdom Oracle cards, the True Love Reading cards by Belinda Grace, and also the Sacred Circle Tarot. I think my cat, yes, the cat is in the background. What is a witch if she doesn't have a cat? We have 3. Anyway, so I'm going to get started shuffling your cards. I'm going to do a reading, as I always do, with the 3 subjects of love, security, and freedom. I'm going to tune into the energy of the cards and draw them like I always do. I just drop them down. Okay, there's the card for love. There's the card for security. They're all face down. I haven't seen them yet. And here I'm drawing the card for freedom. Okay. Ooh. The whole thing fell. 2 kind of wanted to come out for that, so we'll see what they are. I'll let 2 come out. And then I'll pick a True Love Reading card by Belinda Grace, and then I'll use the tarot to clarify. The cat is making herself comfy on the blanket of the other cat, who would be hissing if she were here. She's still quite possessive and territorial because she's new and she's a kitten. And this one she's more the veteran of the family, the comforter and the healer. She always comforts me when I feel stressed or anxious. Alright, so the first card we have is in the area of love. And it is the Yule card, Rebirth. Okay, and what I'm picking up on seems obvious, but I am thinking of the winter solstice. So I'm thinking that there's a time frame from the winter solstice until now, that something has transpired between then and now in the area of love and romance. And I am feeling that this is more about I am feeling a sense of renewal. I'm feeling a sense of, the word adult keeps coming into my mind, adult love. So something has grown and matured. Something has transformed and grown more mature since the time of the winter solstice, since the time of the dark coming out into the light. All right, I'm going to go to the next card for security, which is protection. Ooh. Security having to do with our physical needs, food, clothing, shelter, and your life calling. That can be your job or vocation, or it can be in hobby status, but it's still your calling. It's still what you're here to do. And the main theme for that area of our lives right now is protection. And my feeling is boundaries, putting boundaries around. I don't feel that it's necessarily literally monetary. What I feel is more what values you have around your physical world, your physical, where your principles and values flesh themselves out in your life. And that boundaries are being, I'm feeling that they're strong, so that's good. That's a good sign. The boundaries are strong, and to keep mindful of them, to keep current of what your boundaries are around your values and how that plays itself out in your physical life regarding the things you keep around you, family, your soul family, not necessarily always your relatives. It can be anyone, but that you consider them family, the people you feel that you should be around, that they have good boundaries, that you have good boundaries around those people. That would typically, see, it doesn't necessarily go into the relationship sector. It's more like how your life is set up. So there's your support system. I feel that you are within a safe circle of friends, a circle of people, your circle, your social circle. But the people who are closely connected to you, you feel closely connected to, who help you with your boundaries, who help you reinforce your boundaries. I feel that there is strong protection around you. You are protected. That you've kind of, and if we go back to the winter solstice, it's boundaries that you've been cultivating since then. So the winter solstice of, say, 2017. Up until now, which is 2018. But even if you come back and look at this video, they're not time sensitive. So if you come back and look at this video simply because you were intuitively drawn to the title, it's still going to be pertinent to you then. So within the last couple of months or whatever, and I'm feeling 6 months also. From last 6 months up until now. Okay, so the last two cards, two fell out, and this has to do with the area of freedom. This is the area of divine inspiration, where spirit inspires you to do something that you're called to do. But it's anything. It falls, anything that falls under that heading of, I do this thing called whatever I want, and that's inspired action. The things that you're doing. And the cards that I picked up were Initiation and the Alchemist. So this initiation is really about a spiritual rite of passage. The feeling that I get from it, from this reading, is more the initial stages of practicing manifestation. That this is a new beginning for you. I'm feeling even home business. I'm feeling like what you cook up in your kitchen with the alchemy. And that the initiation is the result of a significant change in your life that is reflecting itself in what you're doing. My thing is coming up that I do. Candle making, that type of thing. Creating a new magical atmosphere in your life. This is a rite of passage. I get that very strongly. That you're going through a rite of passage right now. That is very recent. It's very current. I'm feeling Easter time. Istra, Ostara. Depending on how you celebrate that season. So springtime, you know, like I'm seeing Easter eggs and Easter bunnies. The spring equinox, the vernal equinox. A lot of new life and creativity coming. I am seeing that you've gone through the initiation already. You've already gone through the initiation. You're taking the spiritual knowledge that you've acquired within that initiation rite in your life. So within the past 6 months, if you have experienced a rite of passage that you know was brought into your life through spirit, a very significant change, a life-altering change. That you are now entering into this springtime period of that, where it's going to start creating new things from that time period. So I'm going to pull some clarifiers. I'll do 1 or 2 cards for each section. So this is for love. So the clarifier that I get for that time of rebirth and renewal regarding the time of relationships. Tuning into those cards too now, and I'm just going to let them drop and fall. Okay, the card is the High Priest. This has to do with a change of faith, a change of the rules that you used to live by. I feel a renewal of those things. I feel like a paradigm shift in your spiritual thinking. Your connection to God, your relationship with God, your connection to Spirit is more strongly influencing your romantic life. Also around the area of the people close to you, the people in your very close circle of friends and family who you consider to be friends and family, your soul family. It seems as though you have created a new standard. There's a new standard of living. There's a new standard of relationship. That possibly because of the Yule card, I'm seeing Christmas gifts, so that Spirit's sending you people or people in your life now that are a gift to you, that add value to your life. Surprise is the word that comes to me. So there's like a surprise, an element of surprise, of receiving a gift and you don't know what it is, but that it is in line with your moral values. You have standards in common, moral values in common. There's a sense of everyone is different, individual and unique, but you have common core values. So there's a sense of security, but there's also the element of individuality and surprise. I see the snow melting. It's almost as if people can open up and be a little bit more vulnerable. There's less drama. There's more of a slow melt in the emotions. Where you've been guarded before, you're more vulnerable and open, and the emotions are flowing better. That you can really connect with someone else on an emotional level. Someone else gets you at an emotional level. They sympathize with you. They empathize with you. They understand. They understand the suffering you've been through. They understand the hard times, or they understand what makes you feel guarded, and you feel very safe with them, with this person, and with this group of people. Ooh, I could, it's a very soft, comforting, yielding type of emotional environment. It feels very good. It is for the highest good of all. This involves being in relationships with where you would entrust people in the same way you would family. In other words, it takes a village to raise a child. These are people who you could entrust with the care of your children. That's how safe they are. And knowing that. So in the area of security. I'm going to draw a clarifying card now. The theme around that being protection, like we said, in boundaries. The card is husbandry. It's the Knight of Discs. So there is assistance in securing the movement of your money management. There's assistance. There's security. There's a paced way of approaching the tangible things in your life. I feel a great degree of help, and I am seeing a bank. I see a bank over and over again, so this is good. If you're thinking about getting a loan or applying for a loan, or just going to the bank to see what can I qualify for, starting up your business, etc., that type of thing. Security, I keep seeing the word security. Financial security. I keep seeing a bank, putting it in the bank. Savings, making a deposit, starting a savings account. Starting a savings account to launch a business. That's what I'm seeing here. And that being, you'll be able to save. You will be able to put it aside consistently, and it will build up over time. Pentacles are slow moving, but this is the Knight of Pentacles, so it isn't, it's gradual. It's gradual, but it's significant, it's substantial. There's responsibility involved. I'm still looking now, I'm drawing back down to the protection in the circle. And I do feel that you are seeking responsible people. You're seeking responsible people, and the energy is very strong, and I feel that you'll be finding, and they'll be drawn to you because you're seeking them. You'll be finding them. They'll be finding you. People to help reinforce the security in your life that has to do with your life's calling, your investment in your life's calling, your investment in your personal standards regarding finances, your personal standards regarding the things that are valuable to you, that you want to seek protection for. I do feel that you'll be finding those people. For the area of freedom, which is I do that thing called whatever I want. Divinely inspired action. I'm tuning into the cards that I'm using to clarify. There it is, it fell. And the card is Reflection, the Page of Cups. This is an emotional evaluation of where you're starting from. That's the feeling I'm getting. Where you're starting from. Possibly, I'm getting two things at once. Renewing your sense of enthusiasm about what you do, but also the beginnings. Go back to the beginnings in the emotional, thinking back to how you used to feel when. How you used to feel when you first were starting out, whatever it was that you wanted to do the most. That this is a renewal of those feelings. A fresh, new, emotional perspective is the word I'm getting. Emotional perspective. To stay young and tender in the emotions of renewing your feelings about what you do. Staying young and fresh regarding your emotions pertaining to what you do and what you like to do. To have a fresh new outlook. To have less assumption about what you do, to have less anticipation of it, to be more spontaneous regarding it, but I feel a calmness around the energy, so it isn't a spontaneity that makes you want to charge off, but more of a youthful spontaneity, a joyfulness, a glee is the word I'm feeling, the glee. And now the show Glee is coming into my mind, and the kids who sing in the show, and the main character. So I don't know if there's anything that you felt like you wanted to do in high school, a pursuit then, what you wanted to be when you left high school, what you were thinking about at that time. But also about how you feel when you're first in love, or you first have a crush on someone. And this is putting that emotional energy towards your sense of freedom about what you want to do. There's a sense of neutrality about it. There was no sense of past. There's no sense of future. So there's no anxiety around it. It's more like, I'm just going to go with this and see what it feels like. So here is the card, the True Love Reading card by Belinda Grace, which is the overall love energy for all of it, which is manifestation. That's great. So you are, maybe that's the feeling of certainty that I felt around everything, is to kind of dial things back emotionally. Dial things back emotionally. Try to reclaim and maintain a sense of emotional equilibrium that feels somewhat youthful and as if you were just beginning your life, regardless of your age now. But with this calmness, with the certainty, and also with the sense of optimism, but to try and maintain your calmness about it. Peacefulness. The Page of Cups feels like it's very peaceful. And this initiation I'm also picking up on again is you've been through the harder parts already. You've already been through the harder parts. And I think a new sense of peace of mind is coming in. That's what I feel. And that you're going to manifest from that emotional set point of being calm, peaceful, optimistic, youthful, pliable, flexible, renewed, a more juvenile, more like when you were younger, that type of feeling. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. That is what I'm getting. Let's see. I kind of just spontaneously, I just want to see, I'm going to pull a crystal card, okay? And see just spontaneously see what we get. I just got a feeling that maybe I should take a look and see. So I'm shuffling. I'm cutting the cards. Ooh, one popped up. I'm going to put that down. That was kind of an oddball. It's not the official pick, but I'm going to use it to keep it in mind. All right. Let's see. I feel like it wants to drop. There it is. There it is. Okay. This is the one that dropped. Let's see. Agate, healthy body. Yeah, there's that sense of renewal. And why I keep feeling that springtime energy in the springtime of your life, like when you're a teenager, I keep seeing that. And let's see what the other card is. Conflict. This was at the bottom of the deck and it ended up on the top. This is the one that dropped accidentally. I'm going to read that. I've gotten that message before. And it's actually a very positive message. even though it's about conflict. So stibnite, the crystal called stibnite, but it's regarding, here it is, support your personal empowerment and transformation. Grounds your energy in the earth so you feel supported. Assist you in dealing with fear of conflict and confrontation. Support you to create healthy boundaries. Enhances and supports the astral travel journey. Interesting. So watch your dreams. Watch your dreams. Your dreams and your daydreams, and the daydreams you used to have when you were a teenager. Go back. Assists in dissolving apprehension and uncertainty, and that's the peace of mind it's bringing. And why I think that's coming up is because I think it's going to, the past stress has been affecting our body, and now we're being healed and cleansed and renewed, but in a very gentle way. So I think that sense of renewal is what we are in fact manifesting now, and that's going to go into our manifesting abilities. I keep seeing the spring. Watch out for what happens in the spring of 2018 and what happens around the vernal equinox. And if you watch this after, go back and look at what happened during the vernal equinox. So there is your reading for this time around. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it helps. From my soul to yours, much love and brightest blessings. Thank you. Take care, and bye-bye.